Hello and welcome to MorningFile. I'm your host, Emma McCarty, and today I am joined with Helena Cousins from Green Venture. So to start, do you want to just talk a little bit about Green Venture, what it is, what you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely. So Green Venture is a Hamilton-based environmental education nonprofit organization. So we provide educational programs and resources that basically help Hamiltonians who want to live more sustainably and implement greener practices in their homes and communities. And we specifically work a lot with youth. So there's a few different school programs that just recently launched this year's version, which is Fresh Air for Kids and Power to Change. So they both range elementary and high school range. And the Nature Ninjas after school program will be starting its winter version soon.
So you guys had planned an in-person cycling tour to happen earlier this year, which obviously nothing's going according to plan this year. So instead, you guys did a virtual garden tour instead. So what is the virtual garden tour?
Yes, so it's part of our Catch the Rain program, which I'll tell you a bit about first. So basically, Catch the Rain is one of our two main green infrastructure programs. So the other one being Deep Paradise. Mm-hmm. Basically, both programs aim to restore the natural water cycle in urban areas with the goal to reduce flooding, improve water quality, and in the Hamilton Harbor and the watershed by reducing stormwater runoff, mm-hmm. and basically to increase native plant cover at the same time and support biodiversity. So Deep Paradise is a national project, and that's an initiative of Green Communities Canada. So they're more like community-based projects where volunteers tear up underused asphalt by hand to replace it with a public green community space.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see our most recent one that just happened in October at Edgedale Ministries on Barton.
Okay.
So very similar to that, Catch the Rain kind of has the same goals, but it's homeowner based. So this supports things like rain barrels, rain garden installations, and naturalized plantings, permeable pavements as well on participants' properties. So we're just wrapping up a 2-year pilot project in Dundas. So in 2021, we'll be growing that program to expand to a couple more communities in Hamilton. And we're currently working on developing the format for how it's going to look next year.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a project that was kind of just a little part of Catch the Rain, and it was separately funded through the Dower Community Fund, through the Hamilton Community Foundation and the Conserver Society of Hamilton and District. So it was going to be in partnership with Dundas Rides, I believe using the Sobe bikes. So it just was really nice and community based, but of course, it was at the beginning of all the COVID control measures. Yeah. So we wanted to still be able to deliver it when we said we were going to deliver it. But we just thought it would be best to try and bring it to people's homes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it ended up working out really nicely actually, because we went around and kind of just asked the participants to present to us on camera as they would if there was a group of cyclists in their yard. Mm-hmm. And it worked nicely because everyone just happened to be really comfortable on camera, which is not always the case.
Yeah.
And now we have this store of tour stops that anyone can go back to and learn from at any point. So we're hoping to actually continue creating virtual tour stops as the Catch the Rain program continues to grow.
Yeah. I just think it's an awesome idea for so many different aspects. Not only can you get your message out there for people who wouldn't have been able to make the tour, but also I think especially now, so many people are trapped, well, not trapped, but in their home. And so it's definitely a way for people to safely from their own homes see what's going on within the community.
And yeah, we figured too, you still want to get this content out because one of the number one things people are doing when they're stuck at home is gardening or home improvements. So it's a valuable resource to have out there, even if it's online. Hopefully they can take what they learned and get outside on their properties if they have garden space to implement it.
Yeah, for sure. So what has the response, I'm assuming it's been taken really well, but what has the response been from the Hamilton community?
It's gotten quite a few shares, shares within some of like the gardening groups on Facebook, which is really great. Yeah, it's like, people are asking questions, and what I really would like hope would come out of this is people just kind of connecting over it and being like, oh, that's a really good idea, or like, I didn't think you could do that. And, I always thought rain barrels were, hard to implement or upkeep. And so I wanted people to see the story of people who are like really passionate about it. Like, why did you initially get interested in this, and like how, and then what was kind of like your process in developing this like awesome green space that you have?
Yeah, for sure. Just help spread the message type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different when you have like people saying like, this is why you should do it because it's important and it's great. And then like, a homeowner saying, this is why I did it and I love it and it's really changed my yard and my life.
Yeah. So I guess my last question, you guys said you're working on your winter programs. What's next? What else is coming up that you guys are going to be working on?
We work out of Eco House, which is like an 1850s converted farmhouse. It's a heritage building in East Hamilton. So it's been retrofitted with a bunch of sustainability and green living displays. And it's usually open to the public. So it's a really like fun educational place. And unfortunately it's closed right now. But despite all that, we have a few fun things going on right now. The first one being, it's closing up soon on the December 22nd, our Giving Tuesday campaign, which if you donate or sign up to be a monthly donor, you are entered in your chance to win a rain barrel set up for your home. And the other thing that's really exciting right now is our Homegrown holiday hunt. So this is like a Hamilton-wide scavenger hunt. So it's highlighting local eco businesses, markets, and natural and historical attractions. So you can find that on our website. It's also a Facebook event, and it has a long span. So it starts on December 21st and wraps up on January 7th. So clues will kind of slowly be announced, and people can take place when they choose. Yeah. So that one's really exciting. There's going to be some great prize packs. Kind of just hoping people shop local and stay local and get out there safely. And then the other big thing we have coming up in February is CD Saturday, which is an annual event. Usually it's this big in-person thing where there's workshops and seed swapping, but we're kind of taking it virtual this year, as you could have guessed. So we're still going to try to deliver it as as similarly to previous years as possible. There's going to be vendors, and you can sign up online to get seeds, and there will be virtual workshops spread out over Saturdays, like succeeding Saturdays in February. So yeah, right now we're just in the process of solidifying sponsors and seed donations. Yeah. So that's launching today. Today.
Awesome. It sounds like you've got a lot going on despite, everything that's going on. Well,
yeah, who knew there'd be so much to do with planting in the winter?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today about everything that's happening at Green Venture. I can't wait to see what happens, especially once the summer, warmer months come around.
Yeah, it'll be great to see all the gardens we put in kind of take shape this year.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much.
Right. Thanks for having me.
That was Helena Cousins, the project coordinator at Green Venture. To learn more about Green Venture and their various projects, you can click the link below. As always, for more MorningFile content, you can visit cfmu.ca/videos.